Hello everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome and welcome to your June 2017 Funko Pop update. And as we all know, it is summer. I can no longer call it the summer of Pop anymore because not only do we get all of the news from the two biggest Comic Cons at the beginning and at the end of the summer, which is San Diego and New York Comic Con in the end of the summer, early fall, there is also so much awesome news to be showcased from Brian Mariotti and his amazing Funko squad outside of Funko Pops as well as Funko Pops themselves. But for me, it's not going to be just the summer of Pop, it's the summer of Batman, along with a whole bunch of other Pops that I still am itching to disclose to you guys and show you what I have in my collection. Those will be gradually introduced to you guys along with the major theme this summer, that is Batman. One of the things that I do want to let you know about is that I actually did invest in the Batman animated series DC Legions of Collector box. I don't think I'm going to do an unboxing, but the pop that's in there is definitely something that I am excited to see what it's going to be, and I am excited to show it off to you guys. But for now, there's no reason why I shouldn't go on with this little opening monologue. Let's get into all of the amazing Funko Pop news for June, and of course, let's begin the summer of Batman and take a look at how my collection has been going. I know that I said that this is the summer of Batman, everybody, but be patient, you will be getting your Batman fill soon enough. But there are some other additions to my collection that I do want to show you guys, because my Funko collection includes everything. So of course we have to talk about the brand new line based on the HBO sensation that came out last fall, and that of course is Westworld. I didn't want to get the whole collection, but I definitely will recommend the show to you guys. It is wonderful with an amazing cast, but the one character that I totally wanted to add to my collection was the Man in Black, because he is played by Ed Harris, and to me he was one of the most intriguing characters in the entire series, because he basically gave us the whole perspective of Westworld as a whole, and you just have to watch the show to understand. But the pop, I will also say, is probably one of the most bland and plain compared to ones like Dolores and Maeve and all of that, but I still love the fact that this is a little Ed Harris. That's the only reason why I love this pop so much. The details on him are fantastic, especially in the facial expressions, because you got the little bags under his eyes, as well as the crow's feet on the side, and his hat is just so sinister, and I love the details on the gun as well as his outfit. I think that it is absolutely fantastic, and I am just so happy to have a Westworld pop in my collection. He was the only one that I really wanted, so I'm not going to be getting any more Westworld pops at this point because there's no other characters that I really had a connection with, but just the fact that I actually have a little Ed Harris makes me very happy. So let's get on to the stuff that I know that you all have been waiting for. So I'm pretty certain that if I told you guys that I consider myself a minimalist pop collector, you will all laugh at me and say that I'm only fooling myself. Especially when it comes to DC heroes, I had been okay with just collecting the 1966 Batman collection as well as the DCEU, so I pretty much said to myself there is no way that I'm going to make myself get any more DC-themed pops. I'm very, very minimalist when it comes to Marvel as it is, but all of a sudden, PX Previews announces glam shots of the Dark Knight Returns line, based on the 1980s Frank Miller graphic novel that changed Batman forever and brought him back to the dark and gave us one of the greatest Batman stories of all time. When I saw that there was going to be a pop line, I just said, I cannot say no to this, because this is legendary, especially when you take a look at the styles and the sculpts of each and every one of these. Now, I'm just going to show a box to you guys right now. I'm going to take Batman's box. It's got the PX Previews exclusive sticker on all the boxes, but there are also other Batmans. There are Batman in a blue uniform, there is an unmasked armored Batman, and there is also a Batman in a black and gray suit, but I already had the Batfleck Batman, and I just said to myself that I don't need another one of those Batmans that looks like that, but the armored Batman was definitely in the cards. I mean, he is the first look of Batman that comes to mind when I remember the graphic novel, and I absolutely love him. I love that he's holding the kryptonite rifle. I love the details on the armor, the bottom of his shoes with the cleat spikes, as well as the amazing detail on his gloves. I love the fact that they also stuck with the bright blue cape, just like they did in the comic books, but I think that one of the features that is shown a lot in most of these is the fact that these pops feature gritty looking mouths, and they've even got wrinkles on his face, Batman specifically, and I think that that is such a great touch to these pops themselves because they just make them look more dark and more sinister and evil, etc., no matter which way we go. And then you've got the one that looks like a regular pop, and that's the Carrie Kelly Robin, but I won't lie that she is one of the most detailed. Fun fact, she's the very first female Robin in comic book history, and she has become a fan favorite across the board, and I love the look of her. She is bright, she is colorful, she is vibrant. I love her hair with the little slick in the front. I love the yellow tinted glasses that she's wearing. I love the look of her Robin suit as well as the slingshot that she's holding, and the cape looks great too. And the coolest part is that she can actually stand on her own. She didn't actually come with a plastic stand. So I was very impressed with the fact that they actually made a pop with a very big head and a skinny body to actually work. And then we've got, which I think is probably one of the most amazing pops that I have ever seen, and it's the Joker. I already have a total of 4 Jokers with this one included, and I will say that this one is by far the best one next to the Cesar Romero Joker from the 66 line. The details in the face and the cheekbones are what do it for me, to give it more of a square face than a round face, and I love his sinister grin along with the big purple eyeshadow all around his eyes. I love the fact that he's got a little bit of a tangle in the front of his hair. The switchblade is fantastic. His white suit with his purple shoes and his tie and his purple shirt is just unreal, and even the backside. I just love the look of everything in this pop. I actually think that this is the best Joker that Funko has actually given us, and I'm so happy that they made him correctly. And then, of course, we've got Superman. Of course, there's that big showdown in the end of the comics where Batman faces off with Superman, which, of course, was taken for the Batman v Superman film, just in case you guys didn't know that. But there are a couple of paint issues with this one, and I actually saw this one in a lot of hobby shops and comic stores that were actually selling it, and they also seem to have a lot of issues, especially around the S. There's always these little paint chips. I don't know why, but they got the sculpture of his muscles beautiful. Like, he's a very muscular Superman. You can see his six-pack and his biceps and everything, but because of the fact that they sculpted it like that, there's always some issues with the S itself. But he's also got the wrinkles on his face and the bad expression with the gritty face, with the teeth, as well as the messed up little curly Q in the front, which is just like in the comics. And the one thing that I will say I'm not happy about is the fact that there is no yellow S on the back of his cape, because he did have that in the comic books. So the fact that they actually did not include the S is a little upsetting to me. But I also love the fact that it's not a bright blue, rather it's a darker blue, which makes it to go along with the theme of the darker comic book. But everything on that pop is fantastic too. And these 4 pops are definitely some of my personal favorites in my collection. If you haven't read the comic book, that's okay, but at least go and get the Bruce Timm animated movie and watch that, because it is absolutely true to the comic, page for page. It is beautiful with a great cast, and these pops showcase the most amazing things that Funko can do with these vinyl figures. So how about we take a look at all the awesome stuff that Funko has coming down the pike now? We always have to begin with the Specialty Series, which of course is the limited edition pop that is sold at comic book stores and of course in Amazon and eBay in the near future. And this time around we've got one for true 80s lovers. We've got a brand new pop in the Masters of the Universe line, which is Man-at-Arms, and I love the way he is posed and I love the color scheme. Looks just like the original action figure. So that's very interesting to me because of the fact that we have Man-at-Arms now, and just a couple of months ago we had Trapjaw, which is another Masters of the Universe. So what does this mean? Does this pretty much mean that Masters of the Universe in pop is still very much alive and kicking? Are we gonna see more pops from this He-Man / She-Ra line? Like, will we see Beastman? Will we see Triclops, Evil-Lyn, Teela, Ram-Man, Mechanic? I mean, there are so many fan favorites when it comes to these characters from this classic 80s cartoon. So who knows? But right now, I know so many people that just love He-Man who are very excited for a Man-at-Arms Funko Pop. And Funko, of course, has a couple of interesting things posted on their website. They have another T-Bone, which is one of their original concepts when Funko was first created, but the ad icons are back, and we're going back to those classic kitty cereals. The first ones in the Ad Icons line were the three monsters from the monster cereals Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry, and now it looks like we are going to get Fruity Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute, and also from Kellogg's, Tony the Tiger. That's great! We also have another Disney theme park exclusive. This one was shown in concept art a few months back, and it is Jolly Roger, which is a character from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So if you go to Disney theme parks, because that is where you get them, you can get your hands on this Jolly Roger pop. Hot Topic is also doing some awesome stuff. They definitely love to give us special exclusives, and Disney is no exception. And this could be an inaccurate picture. I just want to say this right now. But they are doing a exclusive brand new Maleficent surrounded by green fire, and that is one of the most gorgeous pops that I have seen so far in 2017. I love the color scheme, but Marie, everyone's favorite little kitten from the Aristocats, is a pop too, and they're going to be exclusively at Hot Topic. Now, you see 4 boxes, because apparently there is going to be an even more exclusive of both of these, I think, or this could be the only one, I'm not sure, but it looks like alongside the Hot Topic exclusives, you could get a glow-in-the-dark Chase of Maleficent and a flocked Marie of the Aristocats. Again, this could be inaccurate, so I apologize if there are 2 of each of these. If it's just one and one of them is glow-in-the-dark and the other one is flocked, please let me know. Darkwing Duck officially has been sighted outside of its conceptual art, and they are coming very soon to the wonderful stores everywhere. And of course we had seen Darkwing Duck, Launchpad McQuack, and Goslin, but what we didn't know about was the PX Previews exclusive of Negaduck. Love the fact that they're doing something for the fans here, but the one thing I'm a little upset about is the fact that it's basically Darkwing Duck with a different paint job. It would have been great to see Negaduck in a more devious pose, but then again, if you are a Darkwing Duck fan, you know of the episode The Birth of Negaduck, so to a certain degree, it does kind of make sense, but I love the looks and I love the paint jobs. This is definitely going to be a very popular line amongst Disney fans. Also, along with them, we've got some new additions to the Lion King line. We've got a Simba with lion mane from the moment in the movie of I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and Rafiki holding a baby Simba, and I really do love the style on that pop. They're definitely getting innovative. And we also had a bonus in this past month's Disney Treasure Box, which was Pluto in the Festival of Friends box, and I had been saying that Pluto should have become a pop long ago. So he's finally here. Unfortunately, he's not that easy to get because he was part of the subscription box, but I'm pretty certain that if you don't have a subscription to this box, you could probably find him on eBay right now. But, of course, they did also reveal the next box, which is Tiny Town, and it's going to be including a brand new Tinkerbell pop, and she is going to be a flying Tinkerbell. I did see what she looks like with the little sparkly stand. It looks really, really cute, but I have a feeling that there's going to be another hidden surprise, just like there were in the last 2 boxes. So, I think that this one looks great. The Tinkerbell goes perfectly with the brand new Hot Topic flying Peter Pan. Star Wars is, of course, doing this brand new thing. It's not a pop ride, it is a deluxe figure, and we already saw that in the last Smuggler's Bounty box with Luke Skywalker in Landspeeder. Now it looks like Target is going to have Darth Vader in his TIE Fighter. Love the way it looks. I love the base because it looks like the top of the Death Star. They're definitely doing some interesting things. Once again, the innovation this month is definitely showing in the world of Funko. And of course, we got news of what is in the brand new Marvel Collector Core box. And of course, the theme is Spider-Man Homecoming. We got a Spider-Man with his web glider things out, so it looks like he's ready to go flying like he does in the movie trailer. And I know a lot of people are excited for this one, but once again, you know, when they're doing these reveals, because they have a new DC Legion of Collector box coming out in July, and it's Batman the Animated Series, they're really keeping the pop under wraps. So If they're revealing certain pops now in certain collector boxes, it pretty much means that there are more surprises within the box. So I have a feeling that we may be getting a second pop in this box, but for now we have this really cool looking post Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. So you'll get him in your Marvel Collector Core box when it arrives. And we've got more Guardians of the Galaxy, everybody. I mean, I saw the movie and Volume 2 was so much fun, but we're definitely getting some interesting specials here. We've got an FYE double pack of Baby Groot and Flying Rocket Raccoon. You can get them individually, but Amazon is giving us, right now it looks like there's only one. I am lucky that I was able to catch this second picture before it officially disappeared, but it looks like Amazon is giving us possibly two teenaged Groots. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, and I absolutely love the looks of these, and I especially love the one with the real slicky emo hair look. I think it's really, really funny, but I would say that I am going to be adding one of these to my collection because I have to have all versions of Groot, and I'm going to probably get the one on the left because I just like the way the style looks, and I think that his facial expression is a little bit funnier to me. Even though the emo Groot does look pretty funny, I still have no idea if this was real or if it was not supposed to be revealed right away, but I do know that these two were shown, and you will be able to get these both on Amazon exclusive, as well as the double pack from FYE. And Toys R Us announced more in the Teen Titans Go line. I already did show you guys Jinx and Blackfire, but they announced the third one, which is Terra. So if you've already gotten your other two from Teen Titans Go, you can add Terra to your Toys R Us exclusive Teen Titans Go Pops. And I did show you guys this last month, but we got some really good glam shots, better than the ones that I showed you guys before with the stupid backgrounds. It looked all blurry. We finally got the Justice League film in the DCEU. We got their pop glam shots, and now we can see them up close, and they do all look wonderful. Like I did say, I'm only going to be getting from this line the Flash and Cyborg because I do have all the other heroes thanks to previous lines, but I will not deny the fact that they all look fantastic, especially the Superman in a crouching pose. But I'm very curious to know about what might be following. Will we see some exclusives at San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con? Only time will tell, but these are coming out very, very soon, and I'm excited to get my Cyborg and Flash. And we've got a barrage of exclusives from every which way, from FYE to Hot Topic to Walmart to Barnes & Noble, and it's all across the spectrum in so many areas like movies, television, anime, music, and there are some very interesting ones like the GameStop Akuma from Street Fighter, the gold Toys R Us exclusive of Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, the Hot Topic exclusive of Cleaning Levy from Attack on Titan, but I've got to tell you guys, the one that looks the most amazing to me is the Jimi Hendrix that you can get at FYE, because it is Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock with his guitar on fire. But there's a little something for everybody. I'm pretty certain that the Dragon Shield Red Ranger is going to be very popular. The X-23, which is a Toys R Us exclusive, as is the Lemmy Kilmister, they're going to be very popular. So many amazing things to choose from thanks to all of these awesome exclusives. And of course, we've got Blizzcon coming up, and they are offering two exclusives at the con with Overwatch. You can get an exclusive Thera and of Diva with Mecha. And of course, the most cool thing about the Overwatch pops that are oversized is they come with 2-inch pops that you can actually put inside the 6-inch pop. So once again, very innovative. And we've got some exclusives of the new wave of Five Nights at Freddy's. We've got a GameStop exclusive, we've got a Walmart exclusive, and a Target exclusive. So I know that this is a very popular line. I'm pretty certain that these are going to be things that Five Nights at Freddy's collectors will get. And we've got some new lines on the way. We've got another addition to the game's line, and it is Destiny. I know a lot of people that are fans of the game. I've never played it, but I am not going to lie about how gorgeous these pops look. I love the colors, I love the poses. They are just so cool looking. But stop the Funko bus, everybody, because it is time to reveal the exclusive to end all exclusives. Galactic Toys, which has already given us a Dragon Ball Z exclusive, which is Goku from the Dragon Ball line on the Flying Nimbus in his Turtle House gi. We've got the big guy himself. We've got Shenron as a Galactic Toys exclusive oversized pop. He is beautiful. The style and the texture on this dragon looks absolutely amazing, not to mention the fact that the base has all the Dragon Balls surrounded in a big light beam around in a circle. I mean, I did not see this coming, but because of the fact that it is here, I got it. Yeah, I pre-ordered this one. I am going to be showcasing this one when it officially arrives at my doorstep. There was no way that I could not get this pop because of how beautiful it looked. And if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you just can't have Dragon Ball Z without the dragon. And I did show off some concept art of the anime series My Hero Academia, but now we actually have some excellent glam shots, including a Hot Topic exclusive, and it turned out that All Might was an oversized pop. They didn't reveal that when they originally showed this series being created. But again, this is an anime series that I don't know much about. I don't watch it. I didn't even know that it existed, so I want to know more about it. So put your comments in the box below and tell me a bit more about this show. And we've got more South Park characters coming out. We haven't seen some glam shots of Wave 2 as of yet, but we definitely are going to be getting some cool ones because we've got a fan favorite in Professor Chaos. What I love so much about this pop is the fact that it really looks like Butters has tinfoil all over him. I love the crinkles. It's so well done. Once again, I am just blown away by all of the innovation and the creativity and the detail on so many of these amazing pops. And while I won't be getting this one, I definitely have to tip my hat to the effort that was made to make it look this good. And the WWE line is expanding again. I mean, this line is just going through the roof right now with new releases, and it couldn't get any better this time around because we've got a little bit of the old and new yet again. We've got Chris Jericho, we've got some more female wrestlers including Sasha Banks and Bayley. We also have a new double pack which is going to be a Walgreens exclusive, but oh boy, here comes my childhood again. Never watched wrestling, but I know these guys. We've got the Iron Sheik and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and both of them come with chase figures. Although the one thing that I was a little upset about was the fact that the $1 Million Man, while he did come in a pop with his black coat with the dollar signs on it with the gold around it, I was really surprised that the chase did not include the green jacket with the dollar imprints all over it, because that was one of his most famous looks. But Ted DiBiase was one of the coolest guys, even though I believe he was a heel. I always loved him on the commercials and whatever, so the fact that he's becoming a pop is pretty awesome to me. And there was an additional pop that was announced for the Alien Covenant line, and it is a Neomorph with Toddler. So we got a little tiny pop with this big one. Again, not something that I was interested in, although I will not deny that the details are pretty great, especially the details on the Neomorph's tongue. And while I have no intention to get this pop line, I am very excited to see this movie, because it's The Dark Tower from Stephen King. Yes, the movie's coming out this summer starring Idris Elba, and we've got Matthew McConaughey in it as well. And obviously, those are the two people that are featured in the pops. And there's also going to be a Barnes & Noble exclusive of the Gunslinger, and I kind of like that pose as opposed to the one where he's holding the two pistols upright. Kingsman! I love this movie so much. I have no intentions of getting this line at all, but I will say that these pops are awesome. I love the paint jobs and the colors. I love the fact that each of them has such a uniqueness to them. I mean, Eggsy's got the little pug. Colin Firth's Harry just looks beautiful. I love the fact that Valentine is looking with his eyes turned away. Like, I've never seen a pop that looked like it had closed eyes like that before. But Gazelle, look at that. She's in a flying kick position on a stand. I absolutely love that. I have so many friends who are Kingsman fans. I know that they're all excited for this pop line if they are in fact collectors. And Game of Thrones, everybody, yes, we did see that this was coming, although there is one specific double pack that is not being revealed here. We did get the concept art, but we've got some new pops, and I said this before and I'll say it again. Not too thrilled because it is rehashes of characters that have already become pops, but we do have Braun, and we do have Tormund, and we do have the oversized pop of the second giant 1/1. And we also have a double pack of Bronn and Jon, which is a Books A Million exclusive, but I don't like the fact that they rehash Jon Snow, Tyrion, and Cersei. I think we need to get some other characters. I mean, I'm still waiting for a Varys. I want Lord Varys. I don't have many Game of Thrones pops, but that one I want because I love that character. And there are so many characters besides him that still need to be made, and they just haven't done it yet. So I'm hoping that they will stop doing the rehashes and start making some more new characters in the pop form. Oh yes, I was so excited when they announced this, and yes, they are arriving in August in the summer of Batman, right on schedule. We've got Batman the Animated Series Wave 2, and some of the coolest looking pops in the line thus far. Love the Catwoman, love the Scarecrow. So impressive they decided to give us the Phantasm from the Batman Animated Series movie, which is kind of shocking to me because it is going to be part of the animated series line, but it's from the movie, so I'm kind of iffy about the fact that they went in that direction because there's still so many characters that they haven't even given us, especially the famous ones from the Rogues Gallery, but these still do look fantastic. And we've also got the Batman in Robot, and we've also got a Chase of Batman Robot with a full metallic head, and I am already telling you guys that I pre-ordered this line, but I am not getting the Batman Robot, or as I know it from the original show, the Hardak Batman. I just have no interest in it. This is not one of the famous members of the Rogues Gallery, and personally, I was not the biggest fan of the whole story that it was involved in the cartoon, so I don't consider this to be a decent piece of this lore. But one of the more interesting things is the numbers on all of these figures. It goes from 191 to 198, and from 195 to 198, there's no numbers. So 196 and 197 are missing. So what does that mean? Could it be that there may not be one, but two pops in the DC Legion of Collectors box that is coming out that is based on Batman the Animated Series? And more importantly, who will they be? I'm excited, and I'll let you guys know about it when it arrives. Thank you very much, everybody. It is so awesome to always sit down and talk Funko Pops with you. Please put your comments in the box below and let's have a discussion. And I'm looking forward to July. I'm pretty certain there is going to be some San Diego Comic-Con Pops to disclose to you guys, and more Summer of Batman. I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.